Today I will do another look at my E-Flite Trojan T28, the 1.1 yellow one. So without further ado, let's go outside and fly this warbird. Time to get the Trojan up in the air. This Trojan is just a perfect trainer warbird RC airplane. It's really uncomplicated and able. And I always have fun when I bring this plane to the flying field or any location. It's a well-controlled RC airplane. You can go really slow without any stall tendency to it. It does have this beautiful look also. Yellow is a great color for orientation and for contrast against the sky. And today I have almost a blue sky, which is not too great for filming because you have less contrast. So this flight is on a 4S 2200 mAh battery. Can also do 3S. I appreciate 4S as it gives me more power and more speed, so it's a little bit more fun to fly. It's not as speedy or as powerful as, for instance, like the Mustang P51 1.2 meter or even the Corsair 1.2 meter. I think these are more agile and speedier RC airplanes. But this is a trainer warbird really, so it doesn't have to be too speedy. So let's get it down then. Usually really easy just to flare and it won't tip stall. So I'm grateful that this is a lightweight RC airplane that makes flying really easy. So when you look at this RC airplane up close, you can see that it is a really simple construction. I think when it's up in the air, it looks just fantastic. And if I would have like a sunny day, this yellow does really pop. With this plane you can go around in the sky without any worries, just pull the sticks and it will surely just keep on flying. So even without flaps, it's a really nicely behaved slow flying RC airplane. I would say that flaps, they are unnecessary. V-tracks would have been nice, but I would also have made this one more complex. And I kind of like the simple design of this Trojan. And speaking about simple, I think that these wheels are, they're really simple. They do work, but maybe it's the worst thing on this RC airplane. Can be a little bit difficult to do touch and goes on longer grass. I set a timer for 5 minutes, but I know that this one can just keep on flying, so I'll continue to fly. And you have telemetry warnings which will be triggered if the battery goes below a preset value. So You can more or less just fly until you get a battery alarm and then get it down. This is also really efficient RC airplane, so battery will last really long. It's not landing then. So you can make them smooth, just fly really well. So that's the end beep of the timer then. Still no battery alarm. I actually just turned off all the telemetry warnings except for like a 3.5 per cell warning. Oops, a little bit of bouncy landing, so let's do a last nice landing, hopefully. More or less just kill the throttle, a little bit of power, and you're down in a good way. Whoops. This T28 is a really simple RC airplane. I mean, you have one screw to secure the main wing, and on the rear stabilizer then you're supposed to have like 2 tape pieces, but I've put on 2 screws on each side. So I just took a drill through this plastic piece and just screwed this one into the foam stabilizer then. And doing this, I avoid having paint being scraped off. So that's just a nice modification. And this is actually my second T28 1.1, because the first one I flew it too aggressive. I think I had like 3 crashes, and in the end, I mean, I didn't really want to keep on flying this one, so I found this rather cheap PMP version instead, and I had a spare 631 receiver, so I just put it in the same place. And overall, it's a really simple one to handle when it comes to, you know, swapping battery. I think that this battery lead is actually a little bit on the short side, so I would much prefer to have it on this side instead. So I just could put in the battery and then hook up the connector. But that's the only nitpicking when it comes to the inside of this RC airplane. Also, the landing gears are really simple. I replaced the wheels on mine, so these are like no brand rubber wheels to just have a little bit of a softer ground handling. And surely, you know, retracts would have been really nice, but this is a simple and uncomplicated RC airplane. And it's not my favorite RC airplane to fly, it's not, but it's really able. You can go around without any worries in the sky and fly this warbird. So I mean, it's a nice one to just bring as, you know, one of your extra RC airplanes while you have some more advanced planes to fly, because this handle is really easy. It's not really over controlled or anything, and I think that maybe with this kind of simple wheel construction, it's not a great touch and go RC airplane unless you have like a smooth and hard or really short grass. So I think that, I mean, the wheels do work on longer grass, but they're not too good either. But it's just a nice looking RC airplane. And maybe I will also try the like 1.2 in the future and just compare these two. But for now, I'll continue to fly this yellow one and just have some fun with it.